It's 2 o'clock. Good afternoon. I'm Rhys Wicks with 2NURFM Hunter News. The federal government has announced residents in the Paterson electorate will have major problems with digital TV reception fixed by Christmas. The government has signed an agreement with the regional TV networks to share the $827,000 cost to upgrade the existing Gangan TV transmitter, as well as provide a new transmitter for Medowie and a new TV tower at Bulahdelah. Paterson MP Bob Baldwin says although government's contribution has been on the table since last year, it's taken until yesterday for the networks to finally agree to provide their share and carry out the work.
Of all of the complaint calls to ACMA on issues surrounding digital television reception, over 50% of all complaints in Australia came from my electorate of Paterson. That's why this is such a big issue. I understand the rollout today will address around 27,000 people who have digital television reception.
Medowie resident Alex Swords is welcoming today's announcement.
Just being able to watch the news at night now is absolutely fantastic. This announcement means I'll be able to, know what's happening with current events.
Investigations are underway after a boy was approached in Mayfield last week. The 11-year-old boy was followed and chased by a man wearing a black bandana over his face. Anne Elliott from police headquarters says the boy ran to safety and police were contacted.
Officers from Newcastle City Local Area Command attended. They've commenced an investigation, and as inquiries continue, police want to speak to a man they believe can assist them with that investigation.
He's described as being aged between 25 and 30, about 187 centimetres tall, of muscular build with shoulder-length blonde hair. Plans to upgrade Singleton Regional Livestock Market is set to go on public display today, allowing the community to have their opinions heard. The project will address a number of concerns with the current selling environment, including the construction of a new roof, installations of new pens and gates, as well as renovating existing amenities. Singleton Council's Acting General Manager Gary Thompson says the upgrades will benefit everyone who use the facility.
There's also the access provisions for all sorts of people to be able to get onto the site, to be able to participate in the sales, view the sales. So there's benefits for people to access it from interest or from a business perspective. So all around, it's a good result.
A senior bureaucrat in the Department of Education has allegedly spoken of closing Martins Creek Public School regardless of the outcome of consultation with parents. The officials have now been disciplined in front of an upper house inquiry, according to New South Wales Senate candidate John Kay. Dr Kay says the comment is disrespectful to the community.
This is treating the community with utter disrespect. It is deeply unprofessional and it damages the confidence in public education. The Secretary of the Department of Education made it clear in evidence before the Upper House inquiry this was unacceptable behaviour, it was unprofessional and it would stop.
A floodplain risk management plan will be discussed by Newcastle City Council tonight, with options including closing streets for vehicle traffic and a proposed removal of 2 bridges. The management plan will hope to ensure a reduce in flooding, although speculation over the removal of 2 bridges could mean a rise in congested traffic movement elsewhere. Wallsend MP Sonia Hornery says concerns have been raised on the proposed changes.
If we start closing off streets to vehicle traffic, it will have a big impact, a negative impact on the businesses that are close by and the linkage between the Stockland and the main streets. So I'm hoping the the councillors will decide what is in the best interests of the whole of the community.
In finance, the All Ords is up 101 points at 51.15, and $1 Australian is buying 72.14 US cents.
Sport for our sponsor, Warners Bay Sports Club Fishing Expo, September 13.
The Newcastle Knights have raised hopes of avoiding the wooden spoon after their 20-6 upset win against the Melbourne Storm last night. Captain Kurt Gidley says they've upped their game in the last 2 weeks.
Denny is one of our great leaders on the field and certainly off it and passionate, and he just wants to see us put plenty of effort in and get the results that we deserve. And I think over the past 2 weeks we have done that.
Cessnock Goanna's coach Craig Miller is looking to bigger and better things, setting his sights on the Newcastle Rebels job. Miller will be stepping aside from his role at Cessnock at the end of this season, with Dan Smales taking over as coach. Applications for next season's Newcastle Rebels jobs open next week, and Miller is reportedly keen to apply. And in racing, Hunter trainer Chris Lees, Stable Stars Protectionist and Lucia Valentina are being primed for Australia's biggest races after impressive barrier trials at Broadmeadow yesterday. 2 NURFM news time is 2:05.